Good morning, welcome to Planet Mojo. With any luck, I'm going to get both of these doors in today. But there's a problem. This opening is too small. For some reason, well, I switched the design to pinch it up to move it over this way so that there's just 3 studs here. I did have like a 1-foot wall and the door was, like over to here. But then I changed that around so I could get cabinets on both sides. I don't know why I ever had it the other way to start with. But for some reason, when I redid the plans, I did not get the door opening to the right dimension. I'm shy 3/4 of an inch, which shouldn't be a big deal. I could take out this stud right here because I have 2 studs holding up the header here, and this header is basically only holding up just the doorway. So 1.5 studs is more than enough. So I don't have to worry about it structurally. All I have to worry about is getting this out, and I believe it's held in from this side. So if I take out these screws, take out the pockets, take this off, move it 3/4 that way, and then cut back this OSB, this is going to be the hardest part because this is glued and screwed to here. So if I can do all that pretty quick, I'll get both doors in. If not, it's going to snow tonight, and the direction of the snow is going to come from, I'd say right there. So it's going to come at this door. So I need to get at least this door in tonight. If I can't get it all the way, that one can wait. But it's not that bad working in here, so I can actually work after dark because I got this big light and stuff, so not really a big deal. But I do have to get this one in and get it flashed tonight. I patched up the foam that was cut out when they did the foundation. I have to get topsoil in there. This kind of bothers me that the topsoil is so low here. I don't know what the hell, why he ran so short of dirt, after digging this 6-foot deep foundation. Why the heck was he so short? There's not an excess of dirt back here. It starts like right at that corner, and then it dips down to this corner. I may have to rip some foam in half and put some 2-foot pieces of foam on the ground here for the winter. That traps the heat. That's how this frost-free foundation on this house, the foam is 2 feet underground. It's a little bit further down than that patch. And what it does is traps the earth's heat as it rises and does not allow the foundation to move around. This is a slab, it's a frost-free, frost-protected, shallow foundation. They've been using them in the Scandinavian countries forever, but we had to get special code permission to use it here. I submitted all the paperwork and showed them that it works and got a variance. So it'd be similar to that, but I would like to do it before it snows. But any snow, I guess, is probably going to melt before we get the snow cover that's going to stay. So maybe I can get all of our cutoffs and bits and pieces and put it around here. I'd hate to have this heave and crack. It should be 8 inches from the floor to the soil level, and that's way too much. But I don't know if, it would have to be a pretty damn cold winter to get down 6 feet and heave that up. I doubt that that's going to happen, but I will put our cutoff insulation out there. It's not going to hurt. Okay, back to this. I'm going to start pulling some screws out. Okay, all done. And that doesn't look too bad either. I think it actually looks pretty good for a hack job. It's kind of loud out here. They're on the next ridge over. They're combining, I believe they're combining corn, cutting corn. Luckily they're not doing it across the hollow this way. Otherwise it would be really loud. The weather conditions must be just right, like high pressure or something, because you can really hear them. You know, it almost sounds like they're doing it down in my woods there. So now I got to cut my filler, double check all the dimensions, and then foam this, put the furring back on, and then I can start installing the door. Oh, and I need a filler here. That was, see, everything was shifted by 3/4 of an inch. So now I got to add 3/4 here, and I had to remove 3/4 here. But that's okay. I'll get this cut as well, and that is just going to get a bead of glue, and then I'll use a finish nailer and nail it from this side, and that will be just fine. All that's doing is the brick mold goes up against that, and it's just where the silicone and stuff will go, and actually the silicone will go out here. So that is a little bit of filler. Yeah, I really hate screwing up and having to fix stuff, but it is what it is. So let me cut this filler piece and we'll get back at it. The fix is in. What I'm going to do is screw this, the 2x6. Well, I'm in a bit. I'm going right about here on this line. I'm going to throw a bunch of screws in there, throw some on the other side. This is treated. I didn't really need treated, but I got it anyways. I still got to cut this piece. I forgot all about it. So what I'm going to do is throw some screws in here, foam this gap, and then I'm hoping it dries by the time I'm back from lunch. I'm going to go have lunch and come back, hope everything's dry. Then I got to put a sill in here. It's just going to be a flush sill. It'll come right up to here. because there's going to be a deck back here at some point, and I want to go right to it. I don't want to have extensions on the side. So that's not too difficult. A little bit of foam to trim here. Okay, so it's a good amount of work. But if it starts getting too cold, I can put the torpedo heater on and let the heat come through here. It's pretty cold out right now. It's when Cindy looked last, it was 30 something. Okay, let me get this screwed in, get this nailed in, and let me get some lunch and get back to it. I'm back from lunch, and it's supposed to be sunny the rest of the day, which is nice, except that I'm in this shady corner and it's freezing back here. I had the heater blasting on this the whole time I was at lunch, well, 15 minutes. But this is nice and dry. So I'm going to peel this back, then get this back on, and I believe I'm ready to start fitting the door. I'll have to tip that up, tip the door into place, make sure that it's fitting properly and all that stuff. Then, I have to put the sill in first. Oh man. So I have to go cut the sill, put the sill in, then go get the door. That's the door for the other side. They both swing this way. One's the right and one's the left. Get the door and then do everything I just said. So I better get going. Okay, I'm back from lunch. Turned this heater off so you could hear me. I got the sill cut, and I have this extension. I have this extension cut. This actually sits out. This will go flush. Well, before I do that, this extends it out to the end of the foam right here. I don't like, well, for one thing, this is the sole plate, so it's 5.5 all the way around. And for this sill plate here, I don't want to use a real wide one. See, the molding comes out to here, so the metal on the door will come out 1.25 inches past here. That would mean I needed to use a 2x10 to get that full width with one board, and that'll end up cupping really bad enough with a 8-inch board. So I'm going to use this 8-inch board and leave it the way it is, and well, I have to, either I need to cut the wings on this. You cut a wing on there like that, and it extends out over onto here and catches the brick molding. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to screw a temporary one on after the door is in, or actually I'll do it right away. I'm going to screw a temporary one on, and then I will likely take that out when I do the deck and stuff back here. I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to do that, but I'll be adding a little piece to this once I get this in place. So I'm going to screw this in, get that piece in place, and then I'm going to test fit the door and pop the door in place. Okay, that's it for today. Got the door in. Caulking looks a little sloppy, but that's okay. Caulked in, flashed in. Needs a little cleaning. Opens and closes well. Got nice big screws right through the shim holes. So that one's in place. Next, now that I know how to do it, it's not that bad. So we have 1 inch of snow tonight, and hopefully there won't be any snow just right here, because I believe it's coming from the opposite direction. So house will probably block it. Or hopefully it doesn't snow at all and it's just rain. But the next door, this one, will be on the sunny side of the house. So at noon, it was toasty warm over here, and it was 43 out, and it was icy cold over there. So this next one, not only do I know exactly what to do and have all the tools out, I'll be in a little warmer area. Possibly snow, but you know, you don't do a whole lot outside. So if you want to see that, make sure you're subscribed and click on the update icon so you receive notice when I post new videos. If you have any questions or comments, put them in the comment section below. And if you like and or share the video, it helps the channel out greatly. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.